Hello. I decided to share my curation project with you via Screencast-O-Matic. I was originally going to do this on my class wiki space, but have decided to use Schoology because I am going to pilot that for my school this year. So I thought it would be easy and neat to have it all wrapped up in this one little package. And for those that aren't going to have access, I thought that using Screencast-O-Matic was the best way to show off how I curated my resources. So when doing this, I had really focused on math. I have a varying level of students this year, ranging from kindergarten, first grade reading levels to 7th grade. So I'm going to have to change the way that I teach this year, and small group and a lot of guided reading and math will be used. So I focused a lot of my resources towards my math, but I also wanted to have some research resources and then a folder for my own personal use. So when going through this, I'm just going to highlight the criteria for the curation project. So for instructional videos, either my own or through YouTube, I created 3 instructional videos for the students to use. I put them into a folder called I Have a Question, and the goal of that was that if I'm working with a small group and a student isn't sure how to access something, they could click on to I Have a Question, and based on the subject, then they can go into, so if they were in guided math and they weren't sure how to access something, they could go ahead and do that. And this is how to access my custom search engine. These are videos that are through the textbook series, but for each lesson, and interactive student lessons. So if students were unsure on what to do, they could click on this instructional video, and it should pop up embedded into the right into Schoology, and they can just hit that, and
Hello, mathematicians.
there I am talking about it. For the large portals of information or search engines, I did go and create a helpful links folder, and I'm going to have the students have different links. Here's a link directly to our wiki space. Research links for when you want to find out more, because they often ask me questions, so I can just say go ahead and look in your research links. And there will be some kid-safe search engines, as well as a Google Advanced Search, which I'll have to do a couple of mini lessons on to teach them how to use. But all of these will be at their fingertips and allow them to search quickly. For the single topic websites, I did that in my math folder. And you can see here I placed the on-demand videos, practice partners, the custom search engine, and interactive student lessons. And then they can click on math links. And these were a lot of the links from my custom search engine, but they're there for them to easily gain access to practice, or if I have a specific link that I want them to access to, it is a quick way for them to get there. For digital tools and apps, I put that in the helpful links. And my students will have iPads, and they'll be accessing this from their iPads. So they will have a lot of these apps directly on their iPads. But if we are doing something in a discussion, or I want them to be working together in groups, there's the Let's Work Together folder under helpful links. And I have put a couple of different applications that they can access right through the internet there. If they want to work on Google Docs, they have logins for that, and I can have them log in. Everything is linked right through Schoology, so they can go from Schoology to the collaborative application. So there's that. My custom search engine I already had shown, but we can do that through math. And practice partners, custom search engine. I have a video to demonstrate that, and it comes up. You can just click on it, and they can access that quickly. For professional goodies, I had a little trouble with this one as relating it to my students, so this is one I decided to make my own personal folder down here for Mrs. McCarty, and that's just for me to have quick access. I made a CK12 dashboard for me to quickly connect and find material for lessons, or if I needed something. I have picked subjects that were useful to me. I added 2 of those into my math lessons, so I will show you that. Into math, and chapter 1. Adding and subtracting within 1,000. I added this as an assignment, but I found that on CK12, and it is just a little adding and subtracting review with vocabulary, and it will be quick for them to do, and I found that really useful, and finding practice for them to do either on their own or in a group setting. I also found on CK12 another lesson for multiplication, so I believe it was relating multiplication to addition, so that's chapter 3, and it's a video that they can access. So it was lesson 3.2, so the goal is to have everything organized by lesson as I'm going through, and they can simply watch this video right from Schoology.
Hi everyone, so today we're going to learn how to
Okay. I also, in my professional goodies, added a couple of articles and PDFs and books through Google Scholar about guided math, the flipped classroom, and flexible seating. Again, as I said, my classroom is pretty small, and I will have to change the way I'm doing things, as I'm going to have 20 students for the first time, which isn't much, but my room really doesn't lend to having 20 desks. So we're really changing things, and I wanted to have some quick access to some resources that I had found. And I added the hashtags for Twitter on there so that I could quickly click on that and have that come up for me straight to Twitter when it loads. So that if I'm in this and wanting to find something quickly, I can go ahead and just click on it and have it there and ready for me to search. And I think that's it. I really found this useful. Having it all ready to go in an organized fashion will be easy for my students, it will be easy for me, and it will really be easy for my parents, because my parents will have access to everything that their students have done during the day, and they'll be able to help their students at home with questions along the way. So I thoroughly enjoyed this project and really felt that it will be very useful in my classroom this year. Thank you so much.